Welcome back for another video. In today's video we'll be running through the Gameweek 18 team selection, transfer plans and all those good things. The Gameweek 18 players to buy video dropped yesterday. If you've not watched it yet, it'll be on screen at the end. I was hoping to do a double upload today due to the short turnaround, but I haven't been feeling well the last couple of days, so this is the best I can do. However, tomorrow morning will be the experts video still, and then we'll aim to stream the deadline if feeling better. So let's get into it and start with a look back at how Gameweek 17 went. 84 points all out, not great in the end, and a red arrow unfortunately. Nearly all of us were hit by the James injury, which was the low point of the game week, and is expected to be out for a month. The biggest disappointment came right at the end of the game week. To go a bit against the template, the decision was made to get Ederson over Cancelo, which freed up money for elsewhere. With Cancelo and Foden both benched, there was massive upside in a City clean sheet and a De Bruyne return, but neither happened. Rashford, Haaland and Trippier were phenomenal, though the latter two very highly owned, so no significant impact on rank. Fine margins in FPL sometimes, Kepa over Ederson and Salah over De Bruyne, and it's suddenly about a 100-point game week. De Bruyne did have a wonderful game again, and with some better finishing by teammates he picks up a couple of returns. Got to ride the highs and lows in FPL and not hide behind decisions. Picks like De Bruyne not decided over 1 week, but hats off to the Salah gang. So let's get into the team, and in goal it's Ederson, who is home to Everton. Man City topped the clean sheet odds, given a 56% chance of shutting Everton out. Everton are 15th for expected goals this season, 16th in away games. After 17 game weeks, Man City have just 11.9 expected goals conceded, which is the best in the league, Arsenal second on 12.81. Cucurella comes into the starting 11, a mistake to bench him in favour of Gabriel last week. Chelsea are away to Forest and look for back-to-back clean sheets. After the injury to James, he's a popular replacement. It is a good fixture, followed by double game week 19. Chilwell has a tentative return date of the 5th of January though, so he does stand a chance of making the double game week. By no means a bad pick, but just bear in mind that he could be a short-term one. Trippier continued right where he left off with an assist and a clean sheet for 12 points last game week. It's a better looking fixture home to Leeds this week, they come off the back of a loss to Man City. Trippier's 5.02 expected goal involvement is top among all defenders this season, and expected goal involvement every 280 minutes. Absolutely bonkers when you consider that players like Martinelli are every 214 minutes, Maddison every 208 minutes, and yet ignoring that he also gets clean sheet points. Gabriel completes the back three. Might have been a fixture he'd have sat out away to Brighton, but with the injury to James he is needed and a capable option. Caicedo is suspended for this one, which works in Arsenal's favour offensively, but Brighton are a great side this season in defence. He's comfortably top among all defenders for expected goals this season though, on 2.3 xg, second is Castagna on 1.5 xg. The midfielders Almiron, Saka, De Bruyne and Rashford. Returns from all of these last game week besides the premium. It was a great game week for midfielders, with others like Ødegaard, Mount and Martinelli also chipping in with returns. Saka was selected last game week not just because of slightly better underlying numbers than Martinelli, plus he's on penalty duties, but he also leaves the door open for a transfer to Mount or Kulusevski type of player when they have their double game weeks. De Bruyne was always a long-term hold with the potential double game week 20 around the corner and a safe transfer if we'd gone for Salah. Without the power of hindsight, there was little between him and Salah. Certainly this season and calendar year, De Bruyne scored more points and more points per game. It was only De Bruyne's 4th blank in the games he started this season, which is impressive over 17 game weeks. The points will come, but the points need to be made up now as it's advantage to Salah owners. Well done if he did go for Salah, who has now overtaken De Bruyne by 2 points over the season. It's hard to imagine City not dismantling Everton, and let's hope he can. The front three is Martial, Haaland and Darwin. Really pleased to see Martial on the score sheet, and he was brought off after 64 minutes by Ten Hag, almost certainly with a view to managing his minutes through these games. So it's Wolves away next, Lopetegui's second game in charge in the league, which should be a tougher test. Darwin needs to deliver this week, or there will be a temptation to sell him for Mitrovic in Game Week 19 when he doubles. It's a tricky call though, as Fulham's next 3 fixtures after the double are Newcastle away, Tottenham home and then Chelsea away. He has shown capability to score against big teams, so perhaps not a significant factor, but there's also the chance of a Darwin haul immediately after, as he does have some kind of fixtures in his schedule. On the bench it's Kepa, James, Andreas and Patterson. Kepa stays on the bench again, as we're back in the clean sheet odds once more and the projections, so hopefully not another repeat of last game week. James is out for around a month with another injury, so he has to leave the team. There's no point making a transfer now when it's not necessarily needed. If you think about it, by waiting a week, you do open up the door for significantly more transfer combinations. For example, James to Bueno and Darwin to Kane's even a possibility by waiting a week. So it's not a pressing transfer, and as long as the back three all play, then Patterson won't be required. And if there happens to be any surprise midfielders or forwards that don't play, then Andreas at home to Southampton is adequate. With that in mind, the plan is to roll the transfer this week and then make a judgment call on attacking the double Gameweek 19 for Chelsea and Fulham. Let me know how you got on in the comments and your plans for Gameweek 18. Thanks for watching and see you soon for the next one.